Okay, let's go. 2 minutes to do this question. Okay. Today the questions are very easy, okay? So I will give you guys majority of them 1 minute. Okay. This one I'll give 1 minute. Let's go. Try it. Okay. Y is equal to 2 plus 2k and y is different from 0. Okay, because there's no division by 0. You have all the fractions equal denominator, so you can add the numerator. Very easy. Okay, so it's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So you have 4 over y. Do you guys agree? Okay, so 4 over y. He says y is 2 plus 2k. I will substitute 2 plus 2k. 4. I have 2 in this term, 2 in this term. So you put in evidence. 2 divided by 2, 1. 2k divided by 2, k. Divided by 2 is 2 over 1 plus k. Is that okay? Remember, if you have problems on this, just wait. You see again and again, and go to day learning and see again and again. And this class is being recorded, is going to the website, and you see again and again. Okay, next one. Any questions? No? Okay. Next one. I will give you guys 1 minute. Go ahead. Look, A and B are positive integers, so A is greater than 0, B is greater than 0, and they are integers. Do you guys agree? Okay. 2A times B is equal to cubed. So if I have an equation with the same base, I can equalize the exponent. So A times B is equal to 3. Do you guys agree? What is the value of this? If you have a multiplication of powers in the same base, you can maintain the base and add the powers. Okay, there's only one way A and B being positive and the multiplication is 3 and they are being integers. Is 1 times 3 or 3 times 1. Whatever it is, there's no difference between A plus B. It will be the same result. So I put 3 plus 1. Okay, 2 to the power 4, that you know is 16. Super easy or not? Okay. Next one. Are you guys able to read? One minute. Counting. Okay, pay attention. 5 machines at a certain factory operate at the same constant rate. 4 operate taking 30 hours to fill a certain production order. There's something that we do a lot in Brazil that is rule of 3. Okay? Even ignorant people in Brazil, they love rule of 3 because it's very easy. I remember my uncle from my mother and my uncles from my father. I don't know why it was my uncles talking about rule of 3. And when we're a kid in the German school that I studied, we talking about rule of 3. That is super easy. Then you compare quantities, magnitude. So look, you have machine and hours. So he's saying to me, look, 4 machines does do a job in 30 hours. If I have 5 machines, I will have a certain quantity, okay? But if you cross multiply here is wrong. Why? Because they are not directly proportional. They are inversely proportional. So more machines, less time. So before you cross multiply, you need to add just the arrows or just do parallel. Okay. Now that the arrows are both up, you can cross multiply. So you'll be 5y is equal 4 times 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6 times 4 is 24. So it will take 6 hours less. Is that okay? Because the factor that you multiply here, you need to divide here. Super easy? I told you, all the questions are easy. You can don't remember the technique and etc., but the questions are easy. Is that okay? Any question? This is very easy. I'll give you guys 1 minute. Okay? It doesn't matter that you need to get right, but you need to try. In the end of this class, we'll be done, and you have recorded 78 questions from the book, the main book of Official Guide 2026-2027. Okay. X is equal KC and Y is equal KT. Y minus X. So Y is KT minus KC. You can put K in evidence. KT divided by T, sorry. KT divided by K is T minus KC divided by K is C. If you want to go back, just distribute. Okay? So it's A. K times T minus C. Is that okay? Can I go? Hmm? Okay. Next one. This one is a little more complicated. Let's do it. Look, I will distribute this. So xy plus 2x minus 2y minus 4. Xy, I have 2 here and 2 here. I will put in evidence. You guys notice that the author of the official questions love to put in evidence. So it will be x minus y. Do you guys agree? Minus 4. Now substitute. Xy is equal s. X minus y is equal r minus 4. So it's s, where do I find this? S plus 2r minus 4. Easy? Just distribute. Basic algebra. Then put in evidence. Is that okay? Can I go? Okay, 1 minute for this one. Let's do it. Okay, this is classic. A, B, C, and D are consecutive even integers. So I'll put 0. 0 is even. Is 0 even? No. 10 is even. So 0 is even. It's divisible by 2. Okay. 0 is divisible by 2 is 0 with the remainder 0. Is that okay? Study the e-learning if you don't know the things. 2, 4, 6. A plus B, 2. C plus D, 10. 1 minus the other is 8. Is that okay? Okay, how much this is less than this? 8. Good? It's okay? If anyone wants me to do again, just say it. Okay? Next one. Okay. What is the average? Arithmetic mean is the summation of all the data divided by the quantity of the data. So let's sum j plus 5 plus 2j minus 1 plus 4j minus 2 plus 5j minus 1 divided by the quantity. 5. He says this is 8. Okay? J plus j to j, 4j, 8j, 13j. 5 minus 1, 4, minus 2, 2, minus 1, 1. 5 I will pass multiplying, 40. 13j, 40 minus 1, 39. 39 divided by 13 is 3. Easy? Just apply the formula. Okay. Yeah, this is more conceptual. It's fast, but it's more conceptual. So this is not that easy. Go ahead. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to do this one. If you need juice, okay, let's study. Y is equal the absolute value of 3x minus 5 divided by minus x squared minus 3. An observation. For what value of x, y will be the greatest? So we know when you have a fraction, okay, we want the biggest numerator possible and the smallest denominator possible. Do you guys agree? But this is not the point here. This denominator will be always negative. Cannot be 0 because you cannot divide by 0. Do you agree? And it will always be negative. It cannot be positive. Look, put any number here. Positive, negative, 0, whatever. Okay? It will never be negative. Do you agree? Or it's 0 or it's positive because it's to the power of 2. Minus, so this will be always minus. Okay, remember, minus 3 squared is different from minus 3 squared. This is minus 9 and this is 9. Okay? This is to the power of 2. This is the sign and the 3 is to the power of 2. Is that okay? So it's what is happening here. Any number 2 squared is 0 or positive. Minus, minus. And then you add a minus, so this side will always be a minus. In another way, this will always be or 0 or positive because it's in absolute value. But if I put positive with negative, will be negative. And I want y be the greatest. So it's better here be 0. Because 0 is greater than negative. Okay? So I want this be 0. 3x minus 5 is equal 0. 3x is equal 5. 5 is equal 5/3. Okay? I will explain again. Pay attention. Y is equal the absolute value of 3x minus 5 divided by minus x squared minus 3. What is the value among these ones that I have the biggest y? You don't need to have the concept. You can plug in numbers like Kaplan teaches since 1954. And like the American high schools generally teach here. And it's horrible. It's horrible. Okay? I don't think to have a great country, you need to know math. If China or India would be very good countries to live. Okay? What makes a country works is a balance between justice and freedom. In China, you have lots of justice, maybe more than the United States, but you don't have freedom. In Brazil, I don't know if you guys know, it's the most violent country in the world in absolute numbers. We kill people more than any other place. One over six of all the wars killings, we have that number, 1/6. Okay. So, and you have plenty of freedom. Brazil is amazing for parties, food. Everybody talk about their food in the countries. There's no comparison to Brazil. And I've been all over the world. Okay. But you don't have justice. If you kill someone in a fight, you get like 4 years in prison, maximum. If you go. Okay. So you don't need this. You really don't need this. You need to create a sense of purpose. And the sense of purpose of this is get an MBA. Okay? But this kind of thinking develop certain things on you that is rarely you find in another subject. Okay, Marcelo, shut up and give me class. Okay. So the first thing that I think is if I want this big, I want the numerator bigger as possible and the denominator smaller as possible. But this is not the point. You can try to substitute and check one by one. It takes certain time, but maybe it's the only resource. Okay. So the point is here cannot be zero. It needs to be positive or negative because you never divide by zero. And looking in this way, it will always be negative. Why? Any number that I put in x here is to the power of 2. Negative or positive is to the power of 2. The sign is not to the power of 2. Okay? Imagine this. -1 times 3 squared. Okay? Is different from this. This, the sign is 2 squared, so it will be +9. But if you don't have the parentheses, it will be -9 because only this is to the power of 2. Is that okay for you guys? You find this in your e-learning. So this will be always negative. -3, you make this, the denominator, negative. So an absolute value, as is a distance, or is 0 or is positive, cannot be ever negative. Okay? But being positive don't make this grow because you have a negative here, and positive with negative will be negative. So the only resource, as it's allowed being 0 here, this needs to be 0. If it's 0, this being negative, 0 divided by a negative number is 0, and 0 is bigger than negative. So I will make this negative. So 3x minus 5 is equal 0. X is equal 5/3. This is the answer. Or you can plug in numbers, okay? And it's getting better. For example, for the SAT, they are allowing to use a software called Desmos. Yeah, it's getting better. I know you don't need to do much in the United States to have a good job, a family, car, a house. Okay. Yeah. Go to North Carolina in the interior and be a doctor. No, it's a very good life. The only problem in the United States is that all the cities are equal. Rarely you find a city different in architecture. If you travel from the corridor Boston to Washington, it's almost the same cities. You don't see a difference. Okay. But it's the best place to be. Oh my God. I tell many shit in my life. When I go to sleep, I regret. I remember and say, why you do that? Is that okay? So is the most conceptual question today. Okay? Oops. We kind of did this question already. It's similar. Go ahead, try to do it. X plus y is equal to x squared plus y square is equal to. What is the value x, y? Look, I need to tell this. Many people think that when you have a mathematical thing, you are more intelligent than the others. This is not the point here. It's technique. Hardly you guess what you need to do if you didn't see someone doing first. Like, I will square here and here. X plus y squared is equal to square. Why? This is the square of the first one plus the square of the second one plus 2 times the first one, the second one is equal 4. Look, I have this plus 2xy is equal 4. 2xy is equal 4 divided by 2, that is 2. Xy is 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Done. Okay? So what I'm telling to you when you guys look for us and I say, is GMAT, is not math. It's very easy math, but if you don't remember, turns impossible. And even if you remember, you didn't see how to apply. So that is the reason that takes time, and you need to study much questions that you can, but in a guided way. Is that okay? Okay, USA. Next one. Did you guys figure out what to do? Look, are you explaining not right directly what needs to be done? Look, if you have two groups, you see this in your sets class, okay? A and B. A union with B, that A or B is everything that you have in A plus everything that you have in B. But look, if you do this, A plus B, you are counting 2 times the intersection. So you need to exclude 1 time the intersection. This you see in your e-learning. But he says there's no intersection. Okay? None are both red and blue. So you don't have this. So to find this is just add A and B. 45% of the cars are red. How much is n plus n over 5? It's 20% of n. 1 over 5. N over 5 is the same as 1 over 5 times n. How much is this? 20%. So if one plus the other is 65%. Is that okay? Are you happy? Yeah. Are you happy or not? So say hooray. Good. If you're happy and you know, say hooray. You're happy and you know, say hooray. Okay. So it's very important. Okay, Marcel, I know. Study day learning because you need the basis to be fast. It's not tips and tricks. Okay. I can solve thousands of questions here and you continue it like, oh, I kind of understood, but I don't know how to repeat. Okay. And even if you study day learning, it takes time to reproduce. Okay. Go ahead. I need to put something to stop this. Let's do it. Okay. I think organization and layout is very important in the paper. You guys need to begin to train this because in the day is like a pencil, a pen, and a plastic. So you need to be very organized. I organize this question in a certain way. Okay. Each machine at a toy factory assembles a certain kind of toy at a constant rate of one toy every 3 minutes. Okay. If 40% of the machines at the factory are to be replaced by new machines, okay. I work with something that may give me easy numbers to imagine. So I have machines, toys, and minutes. If we are discussing percentages that one machine, pay attention, does one toy every 3 minutes, 100 machines do 100 toys in 3 minutes. Do you guys agree? Okay. 40 of these machines were substituted, and they will do now 40 toys in 2 minutes. Okay, is what he's saying. Like 40% of the machines at the factory are to be replaced by new machines that assemble this kind of toy at a constant rate of one toy every 2 minutes. And the other 60 will not be replaced. So they will continue to do 60 toys in 3 minutes. What I'm gonna do now, because he wants with these new machines, how much more in terms of percentage? How many more toys in terms of percentage? The new machines, 40% of these new machines do regarding the older machines. Okay. But I need to adjust the time. I need to see rate through the same period of time. So I transform this in 3 minutes. Look, if they do 40 toys, for machine, 40 toys in 2 minutes, here's is 1.5 more time. Do you guys agree? 2 to 3. So I am multiplying by 1.5. So I will have 1.5 more toys. Is that okay? I'm doing another rule of 3, but now directly proportional. Is that okay? So now, okay, 6 machines will do 60 toys in 3 minutes. Is that correct or not? Is that it correct now? Okay. I'll do it again. I will try to do it in an easier way. One machine, one toy in 3 minutes. 100 machines, 100 toys in 3 minutes. Then he says, look, 40 will do now 40 toys in 2 minutes. I want to go to 3 minutes. Okay? These 40 machines, now in 3 minutes, they do 60 toys. Do you guys agree? 1.5, 1.5. And the other, so I forgot this. I'm not using this anymore because I'm adjusting everything to 3 minutes to compare. The old machine, 60 of them, continue to do 60 toys in 3 minutes. So now the same 100 machines do 120 toys in 3 minutes. Compared to the other one, it's an improvement of 20%. Is that okay? Any question? Okay, go ahead. Do this question. Let's do it. To order certain plants from a catalog, it costs 3 per plant. So this is classic. Quantity times value. 3 times the number of plants that I don't know how much. Plus 5% taxes, 5% in 3N, plus 695 for shipping and handling regardless of the number of plants ordered. The total that he will spend is $69.95 with everything included. Do you guys agree? So 3N, 3 times 5.15N, 6,995 minus 695, 0, 3, 63, 315N, 63, N 63. I multiply by 100 by 100 to get rid of the decimal. Is that okay? Look, he gave this to me. 630, 315 is the double. 20. Is that okay? Super. Next one. Look. Here you have multiplication of the same base. So I can add the exponents. 8 is 2 cubed. So I can equalize the powers. Here is 3 squared. So it will be 3 2x. Okay. So it will be 3 2x times 3y is equal to 81. That is 3 to the power 4. Again, if you have multiplication to the power of the same base, you can add the exponents and equalize the powers. You put, oops. You put this, oops, just a second. I put this here, x plus y is equal to 3, okay? I subtract 2x minus x, x, y minus y, 0, 4 minus 3, 1. So x is 1. Okay? I substitute here. 1 plus y is equal to 3. So y is 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So is 1 and 2. Okay? Yeah. We did this binomial today. Let's do it again. Let's do it. Okay, I will copy the first one. X squared plus bx plus 5 is equal. The square of the first one plus 2 times the first one, the second one, but I will write it in this way. Okay, it's the same. Plus the square of the second one. Okay. This is related to this. This is related to this. So bx is equal to cx. B is equal to c. And this is related to this. So c squared is equal 5. C is equal plus less square root of 5. What he says, all numbers, sorry, C, B and C are positive. So I will not consider minus square root of 5. Then I will substitute here. Is that okay? This is basic arithmetic. It's just to remember. Okay. Next one. Okay. Are you using calculator? Huh?
It's not happening. It's just text like a normal.
It's money. It's money. If not money. Okay, look. I will not solve this. I will not factorize. I will not find the roots. No. These I will plug in numbers. Okay, even so, okay. What I would do, look, what is the larger of two solutions of the equation? Okay, so generally you would do that. Okay, and would factorize. Okay, but look what I'm gonna do. I have x in the two terms I will put in evidence. Is that okay? Okay, it's the same thing. I do back solving. As all the numerical answers in the GMAT or they increase or decrease, I will begin with the middle. If it's too much, I go down. Okay? 16 times 12 is too much. Okay? So I try 12. 12 times 8. Done. Is that okay? Okay, I will do it in another way because can appear, often appears, and is factorization. And is in the way, I never use Bhaskara that is not Bhaskar, the quadratic formula. In Brazil, we call Bhaskar, but not even the guy called this formula his formula. So it's quadratic equation, okay, quadratic formula. So x, but in another way, x squared minus 4x minus 96. So AC is equal minus 96 because it's 1 plus minus 96, and B is minus 4. I need to find two numbers which the multiplication is 96 and the summation is minus 4. It's hard. I factorize by 2. 96 divided by 2, if it was 100, is 50, so it's 48. Divided by 2, 24. Divided by 2, 12. Divided by 2, 6. Divided by 2, 3. Divided by 3, 1. Oh my God. It would be 16 times 6 is 96. 16 times 6. Yeah. So I found the numbers. No, because the summation is not minus 4. So I need to find another one. Okay. It will be 8 times 12. Yes. And then if I do 12 and 8 to be minus 4, minus 12 plus 8, I found it. Minus 12 times 8 is minus 96, and minus 12 plus 8 is minus 4. Second step, I need to get the opposite. Okay? And then divide by A. Everything here you find in your e-learning. So the biggest one is 12. Okay, this is the other method that sometimes it's impossible you do plugging numbers, you need to do the method. Okay, the method is explained. Okay. And remember, all these questions are from the official guide, the online question bank, okay? I'm not using Target Test Prep or Magoosh or what else? Kaplan or Manhattan Prep, that is Kaplan. Next one. This is very easy. 1 minute. Okay. X over 4 is 2 more than x over 8. I will pass x over 8 to the other side. I will take the least common multiple, divided by 4 times 2. Sorry. 8 divided by 4 is 2 times x is 2x. 8 divided by 8 is 1 times x is x. 2x minus x is x. 8 times 2 is 16. Easy? Just a second. I made something wrong in the sequence. Yeah, this typo, I don't know. is different. I think the new is part of the new questions that they put in the new book. Let's do it. An art auction house makes a commission of 5% for the first 10,000. Of the selling price of a painting. 3% on the next 8,000. And a certain percent of any amount thereafter. Okay, that I don't know how much is it. If the auction house made a commission of 800, so when I calculate here, let me put it this way. 500 commission, 240 commission. If it's 800, okay, yeah, no, I'm right. If it's 800, is 60 here. Do you guys agree? Okay. And the total is 22,000. So if here's 22,000, the W here is 4,000. Do you guys agree? What was the percent of the commission amount in excess 18,000? So is 800, is 60 over 4,000. Is that it or not? Okay. What was the percent of the commission on the amount in excess? Okay. Okay. 0, 0, 6, 400, 3, 200. 1.5, 100. Good? Sehr gut. Okay. Next one. This is pure algebra. I will give you guys 3 minutes for this one. Go ahead. Let's do it. The set of solutions for the equation. Okay, look. What is this? A squared minus B squared. So it's x squared minus 5 squared. What is this? X plus 5, x minus 5. And it's squared. I will leave it here. What is this? Let's factorize. X squared minus 10x plus 25. AC is equal to 25. B is equal to minus 10. Two numbers which the multiplication is 5 and the summation is minus 10. Minus 5 and minus 5. What is the factorized format? So x minus 5, x minus 5. So x minus 5 is squared. So this is x minus 5 is squared. Is that okay? I will distribute here. X plus 5 is squared times x minus 5 is squared is equal to x minus 5 is squared. If you do this, you are wrong. You cannot do it because it's a quadratic equation. And you are canceled one of the answers. So you need to pass everything to the same side. X squared, x minus 5 squared minus x minus 5 squared is equal to 0. Okay? Let me create space here. I have x minus 5 squared, x minus 5 squared. I will put in evidence. Okay? Times this divided by this is this. Minus this divided by this is 1. If this times this is 0, or this is 0, or this is 0, okay, I take the square root here, the square root here. X minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay? X is equal to 5. I have the first answer. And we pass to the other side. X plus 5 is squared is equal to 1. X plus 5 is equal plus and minus square root of 1. That is 1. I will pass 5 minus 5 plus 1 minus 4. I will pass 5 minus 5 minus 1 minus 6. So you have 3 answers. I suggest you guys watch this question again. Then you try to do it. Then you do it again. And if you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, just take your iPad to a club or a bar, approach someone and explain this. The person will fall in love instantly. Okay? It's impressive, the effect. Okay? This is pure algebra. There's no why. You need to pass to the other side. Many concepts here. Is that okay? Next one. We'll do 2 more and we stop. We didn't finish all the questions. We will continue Thursday. I think it's sufficient for today. Okay, so you do this one. Pay very carefully attention. Each of the 20 employees at company J is to receive an end of year bonus this year. Agnes will receive a larger bonus than any other employee, but only 500 more than Cheryl. So Agnes is Cheryl plus 500. No one of the employees will receive a smaller bonus than Cheryl. So each employee that you call E will be equal to Cheryl. Is that okay? If the amount of money to be distributed at company J this year is 60,000, what is the largest bonus Agnes can receive? Okay, the bonus is made by Agnes plus Cheryl plus 18 employees. That is 60K. Do you guys agree? Okay, let's put everything in terms of the same incognita. A is C plus 500. I will substitute. C, I will maintain C. And 18E, E is equal C. Super easy? I have everything in terms of C. 18, 19, 20. 20C is equal 60,000 minus 500 is 59,500. 5950 divided by 2. 2, 1, 19, 1, 15, 1, 0. C is 2,975. Okay? Agnes is 500 more. 5, 7, 14, 3. Is that okay? I think it's sufficient because we did 19 questions. Okay? And this is conceptual. This I need to explain. We will substitute, but there are 2 ways to do this one. We continue on Thursday. Is that okay for you guys? Okay. So thank you very much. See you guys on Thursday. Alma, Emily, Natasha, Rafael, Renan, Sela. Bye-bye and study a lot.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you,
you. Bye.
Marcelo.
Hi.
Thank you.